What exactly is a NIE?
It's not exactly the same for everyone.
So save it with your dear life. Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name is Naz.
And I'm Alba, and in this video we're gonna tell you everything you need to know on how to get your NIE if you're moving to Spain.
And it's not exactly the easiest document to get hold of. So in this video, we're gonna break it down into every step you need to know in order to get this document.
And the first thing that you're gonna need to know is that the NIE is not exactly the same for everyone. If you're an EU citizen, the way that you get your NIE is completely different to if you're not an EU citizen and you're coming on a visa to Spain.
But firstly, what exactly is a NIE?
And NIE stands for Número de Identificación de Extranjero, which means Foreign Identity Number. So it's basically like having your local ID.
You essentially need it for anything that's legal related in Spain. For example, buying a house, yes, you need it. Renting a house, you're gonna be asked. Opening a bank account, yes. Accessing free healthcare, yes. So there's a bunch of different things you will need a NIE for. A must know for anyone that's getting the NIE is that you will need to book an appointment at a specific designated location in Spain, which is typically a police station. To do this, you will have to be geographically present in Spain because the website of the Spanish government to book this appointment doesn't typically work if you're outside of geographical borders. You can try, but it will be difficult.
And no, a VPN doesn't work either. The website just goes blank or crashes, so you will need to be in Spain to do this.
And there's one more thing you need to know. You need a Spanish phone number in order to secure your booking. It is important that you have one because it will ask you to send you a confirmation text.
You can either wait until you arrive in Spain, and if you don't have a Spanish number, you can use a friend's number or a family's number, that's totally fine. Or if you want to book your appointment ahead in advance, that's something that we can help you with.
Check out matuto.com because it is our company and we do help a lot of expats with their NIE and with a lot more things, but this is one of the things that we help people with.
But what we're gonna do next is tell you all the steps that you're gonna have to take and to do to get your NIE.
And these are split between EU and non-EU.
Let's get started with the NIE process for EU citizens.
If you're not an EU citizen, well, I recommend you to just skip ahead and just go check the non-EU section. So the first thing you need to do is to go to the government website, the Spanish government website, for cita previa.
You need to book a specific appointment that is named Certificado de Registro de Ciudadano de la UE. This translates to Certificate of Registration for EU citizens, and this is the type of appointment you need. If you go with any other type of appointment, they will not let you in.
This is a mistake that people make, unfortunately. There's a list of like 20 different appointments or more, and then people just choose the wrong one.
Okay, so you have your appointment. You might think, great, I'm done. No, you are not. I'm sorry to tell you, but there's a few more things that you're gonna have to do in preparation to your appointment. And the first one is, you have to go to a tax form that you need to fill in online, and that is Tasa Modelo 790 Código 012. I'll put it on the screen. You need to fill in this form online and print it. Once you have printed it, you have to take it to a bank, right?
And once you take it to the bank, they will look at it, they'll say, very good, they will stamp it, and you will have to pay money. And that is 12 euros.
They will give you the stamped document and you need to save it with your dear life because you will need to present it at the time of your appointment.
You have the stamped document from the bank and now you need to fill in another form for the appointment. This is a registration form and it is called
Solicitud de inscripción en el Registro Central de Extranjeros, Residencia Ciudadano de la UE.
So these forms are long and they are in Spanish. One of the main motivators for us to create Matuto is that we're making it easier for people to fill them. We translate them to English so you know exactly which form and exactly what to fill in each of the sections.
Yes, because you will need to select different things depending on the reason of why you are moving. This form needs to be filled in paper, so this one you print it and then you fill it in. In short, you fill it in with your personal details and you select the reason why you are moving to Spain. And luckily for you, this will be the last form that you need to fill in. The only other thing you need to do before your appointment is to make sure that you have all of the documents prepared and make sure that you take a copy of everything. And if you don't have it, they will tell you to book another appointment, and you don't want that. These are the documents that you will need to take with you. Again, original and copy.
The proof of the appointment booking. Super important, because the security guard at the front will not even let you in the building if you don't have it. The tax form that you have stamped. The registration form, the Ciudadanos, and the really long Spanish name that Alba said. And the proof of why you're moving to Spain. So that's either proof of employment or proof of studies, or even proof that you have enough financial means to support yourself financially in Spain. That is if you're not moving for any of the previous reasons.
And lastly, and most importantly, your passport.
Yes.
Your passport and a copy of your passport. And finally, it is time for your appointment. Make sure to take everything with you. Make sure to be there a little bit in advance. Sometimes there is a queue, even if you have an appointment. And they will ask for all these documents. They maybe ask you for a couple of questions during the appointment. And if everything goes well, you will leave with a green paper card.
Yes. Called NIE. I have mine right here in my pocket. I'm not going to show you because I don't want my details to be compromised online. But yeah, it's a very flimsy paper. It's nothing too special. But you will need that, so save it with your dear life. If you're moving to Spain and you are not an EU citizen, you've made it to this part of the video. So let's help you out.
As a non-EU member moving to Spain, you will need a valid visa before you can even get your NIE. So do look at the visa options that you have, and once you have your visa and you have traveled to Spain, then you can start working on getting your NIE. There might be certain instances where you are not living in Spain and you need a NIE for legal transactions in Spain, such as opening a business or purchasing a property. There is something called a temporary NIE that you can request from the Spanish embassy of the country where you live, and they will give you an ID number that you can use for legal transactions.
That's normally available for a period of 3 months, and it can be renewed or maybe not. So it really depends on the case. It's a case-by-case basis. So we're not going to give you too much information about that. We'll just jump right into if you have a visa and you're moving to Spain. Then
you need to know that once you have arrived in Spain with your visa, it is a legal requirement for you to request your TIE within 30 days. Now, what is your TIE? Why is it not a NIE? There's a lot of confusion here.
Your TIE is a tarjeta
de identificación de extranjero.
Yes. It is a physical card. It's not just a paper like a NIE is. It is a physical card. And in that physical card, you're going to have a NIE number as well.
So you'll have a physical card that has a NIE number in it. And one of the things that you need to know is that before you even request your TIE, you need to be empadronado somewhere in Spain.
And for that, you will essentially need a residential address. So you'll need to be living somewhere.
In short, empadronamiento means that you are registered within a locality in a city or town in Spain. So all you need to do is go to the local council proving that you live there with, for example, your rental contract, and sign up and register there. They will give you a certificate that you are empadronado, and you will need that for your TIE appointment.
You will need to book a TIE appointment. What does this mean? Well, you go to the Spanish government website, you find the cita previa option, and then you try to get an appointment for yourself. It is quite challenging to find appointments in busy cities like Madrid and Barcelona, but hey, just make sure that every single morning you go out there between 9 and 10 a.m. because sometimes they release new appointments.
There's many different types of appointments that you can select. You need to make sure that you select the right one, otherwise you will go to your appointment and they will tell you that that's not valid for getting your TIE. So the one that you need to book is called Toma de huellas, expedición de tarjeta y renovación de tarjeta de larga duración. I'll put it on the screen here for you guys, but just make sure that that's the one you select.
The second thing you will need to do is to fill out a tax form. So you will have to find it, and it's called
Tasa modelo 790, código 012.
Reconocimiento, autorizaciones y concursos. Well, you'll have to find this tax form, fill it online, and then print it. Once you have it printed, you have to take it to a local bank. In that bank, they will look at it, they will stamp it, and they will ask you for money. It costs 16 euros and 8 cents as of today. It might go up in the future, just FYI, but it's not too much. Once you have that, you can then keep it and save it for dear life because you will need it on the day of your appointment.
And you need to pay in cash, by the way, so just have the exact cash ready with you to avoid any problems.
If you're not quite sure how to fill the tax form or even how to find it, that's exactly how Matuto can help you, because we have this platform where you can simply sign up, you can subscribe, and then you will have access to all of the steps, all of the information, all of the forms, all of the translations to English, and a call with an advisor who can help you with the application, aka maybe one of us.
After you have your stamped tax form, you need to fill in a registration form as well. This one you print it and then you fill it in to take to your appointment later on. And the form is called Solicitud de Tarjeta de Identidad de Extranjeros, TIE. This is where you will add your personal details, you will mark the reason why you are moving to Spain, and it's basically the application for your TIE card.
So now you're almost ready for your appointment. Before you head in, make sure you have prepared the following documents, and I'm going to read them out. Proof of appointment. You need to make sure that you have the proof of appointment with you, otherwise a security guard will not even let you in the building. Registration form filled, what Albert just mentioned, a tax form that's filled and stamped that it's paid for at the bank, that I also mentioned, your original passport and a photocopy, important. A valid visa that gives you the right to live in Spain, so before you even enter the country you should have that those documents ready. A passport type photograph, so make sure you go and take one of those professional photographs that you do to do your passport, so have one of those ready, or two. And your certificate of empadronamiento, as we mentioned right in the beginning, you need to be empadronado, so make sure that you have that certificate ready. Lastly, have a document that justifies the reason of your move, so why are you living in Spain?
This means, for example, if you are moving for work, can you show your employment contract? If you're moving to study, can you show your certificate of enrollment in that school or university, and so on and so on. This will just make the application a lot easier, and they will probably ask you for it. Don't forget to take a photocopy of all of these documents that Nas has just listed, because more likely than not there will be times that they will ask you for the original and a copy, so just go prepared because you don't want to lose your slot.
And now you just have to attend the appointment. Yeah, you're right. Attend the appointment, take all of these documents, put a smile on your face, say, hello agente, muy
Hola,
buenos días.
you mean?
Oh, okay, you get it. Just attend the appointment and you should all be done.
If everything goes well and is approved, they will give you a certificate of proof of your application that's been passed, and in there it will have your NIE number, which will be your local ID for life in Spain, but that is not an official document that you can use for anything. They will produce your card and you will have to go and pick it up in usually 2 weeks, but it depends. So before you leave, make sure that you ask how long it's going to take for your card to be ready.
Yeah, so it's 2 weeks Spanish time. So it might be 3 or 4.
Depending on the office where you're doing it, just make sure you double check. You will need to book an appointment to go pick up your card, so that's why it's important to know when it's going to be ready, because then you know, okay, I need to book it for in three weeks time. You go back, you present your certificate that they gave you during the appointment, and your passport, and you will have your TIE card.
If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I know you're moving to Spain soon. I know you're probably overwhelmed with how difficult the process is. And Spain is notoriously famous for having a lot of documents, because after the NIE or the TIE, there's the clave, there's the empadronamiento, there is registering for healthcare, and we know it can be challenging. So we're with you.
That's why we created Matuto.com. It's an online platform that takes you through everything that you need step by step. It translates all the forms, it tells you where to click on all the websites so that your process is much easier, and you always have available support to you, because you can talk to us on the chat, you can talk to us on a call, as it does include a monthly call with us. So hopefully it's helpful.
Yeah, and if we're looking forward to support you in any ways, and if not, well, I hope you found this video useful. Yeah. We'll be making a lot more videos about moving to Spain, so keep an eye out on this channel.
And if there's anything specific that you want to see about moving to Spain, leave it in the comments. We will make sure to check those out and make another video answering your guys' questions. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more videos about moving to Spain or other countries, and
I guess we will see you
in our next video.